Have you ever wondered, what does love really mean? How can you build a relationship that is not only lasting but also fulfilling? At the beginning of a relationship, men often know how to use sweet words to win a woman's heart. I don't text anyone else besides you, I don't care about looks, personality is what matters, sounds sincere, right? But are these words entirely true, or are they just meant to make you feel more secure? In love, words are sometimes just one part of the equation, while the truth lies in actions. Let's uncover the things men often hide behind these seemingly harmless statements. Welcome to the channel, Sophia's Knowledge, and my name is Sophia. This is where love lessons help you understand this complex emotion better. In today's video, we will explore 7 truths men often lie about when they start dating. Get ready because the insights and secrets you're about to discover might make you rethink yourself and the relationships around you. Before we begin, find a quiet space, put on your headphones, and relax. Let your mind fully immerse in these insights and enjoy every moment. Are you ready to explore new perspectives on love? Let's begin with Sophia right now. Truth 1. I don't text anyone else besides you. In the early stages of a relationship, emotions are always at their peak, and both partners tend to say the sweetest things to each other. One of the most common statements men make when they first start dating is, "I don't text anyone else besides you." This statement sounds trustworthy and provides a sense of security to the other person, but is it entirely true? The psychology of men when they start dating. When men enter a new relationship, they don't always immediately cut off all other options. This doesn't mean that all men are unfaithful, but the truth is that many still keep in touch with other women, at least in the beginning. Why is that? There are several reasons. Old habits are hard to break. Before meeting you, he may have been texting multiple women. Completely stopping this suddenly may not be easy. Uncertainty about feelings. When newly dating, many men are still unsure about their feelings for you. They are still considering whether this will be a serious relationship or not. A sense of security. Some men tend to keep in touch with multiple women at the same time to ensure they are not left with nothing if the current relationship doesn't work out. A lie or just an emotional safety net? This statement isn't always meant to deceive. Sometimes, men say it because they don't want to hurt your feelings, or simply because they are transitioning from a single life to a committed relationship. However, in some cases, this statement is completely unreliable. Some men habitually flirt with multiple people at once, or worse, they want to maintain multiple relationships without letting their partners know. This is why many women later discover that their boyfriend has been secretly texting others. Signs that he is truly only texting you. If you want to know whether he is being honest, pay attention to the following signs. Does he make your relationship public? If he is serious, he won't hesitate to introduce you to his friends, family, or show affection publicly on social media. On the other hand, if he keeps everything hidden, he might not be ready to commit to just one person. Does he hide his phone? If he frequently places his phone face down, carries it everywhere, or acts tense when a message arrives, that could be a red flag. An honest person has nothing to hide. Is his texting pattern consistent? Someone who truly focuses on you will maintain consistency in their messaging habits. If he disappears without reason for periods and then returns acting sweet as if nothing happened, he might be splitting his time between multiple people. Does he genuinely spend time with you? A man who only has you in mind will prioritize spending time with you rather than just keeping in touch through text. If he constantly finds excuses to postpone meetups but texts frequently, he might not be texting only you. How to deal with this truth? If you suspect that he isn't being honest, instead of jumping to conclusions, stay calm and observe more. Communication is key in any relationship. You can ask him directly, but do so tactfully to avoid unnecessary tension. If you find out that he is indeed texting others but hasn't made a serious commitment to you, ask yourself, are you willing to wait, or do you want someone who is entirely focused on you? The phrase, "I don't text anyone else besides you," may be true for some, but for others, it could be a sweet lie to keep you around in the early stages of a relationship. The most important thing is that you feel sincerity through his actions, not just his words. Someone who truly loves you won't need to say much, his actions will already make you feel secure. What do you think about this lesson? Have you ever applied something similar in your life? Share your thoughts or stories in the comments. I'll read and respond as soon as possible. Thank you for your attention. Let's continue together. Truth 2. I don't care about appearance, personality is what matters. In love, many men often say that they don't care about appearance and only value a woman's personality. This sounds like a broad-minded and profound statement, but is it really true? Or is it just a socially acceptable phrase to make women feel more secure? Why do men say this? There are many reasons why men often claim that they don't care about appearance, wanting to appear deep and thoughtful. In society, men who seem unaffected by physical beauty are often regarded more highly. They want to present themselves as the ideal man, someone who values inner qualities over superficial attributes. Avoiding hurting their partner. If a woman asks, "Do you care about appearance?" most men will answer that they only care about personality to prevent her from feeling insecure or hurt. Maintaining a good image in the early stages of a relationship. When men start dating, they often want to appear kind, understanding, and not shallow. Therefore, they might say things that sound ideal, but in reality, they may not be entirely true. Is this really true? The answer is, not entirely. Whether they admit it or not, appearance is the first factor that attracts a man's attention. A psychological study has shown that in the first few seconds of meeting someone, impressions are primarily based on visual perception. A man may be drawn to a woman's appearance before he even gets a chance to learn about her personality. This doesn't mean that all men prioritize beauty over everything else, but clearly, looks play a crucial role in initial attraction. If two people have never spoken or had the opportunity to get to know each other, then appearance is the first factor that determines whether a man wants to approach a woman or not. How important is appearance? The reality is that everyone has their own personal taste, and not all men are attracted to conventional beauty standards. Some prefer striking features, while others are drawn to a cute or natural look. The key is how a woman takes care of herself and feels confident in her appearance. Looks may create initial attraction, but personality is what determines whether a relationship will last. A man may be drawn to appearance, but if the personality is not compatible, the relationship is unlikely to endure. What do men really think? Some men may not focus too much on conventional beauty standards like an hourglass figure or a perfect face, but they still care about factors such as neatness and self-care. They don't expect perfection, but a woman who takes care of herself, dresses well, and presents herself appropriately leaves a stronger impression. Body language and charisma. Sometimes, confidence and an attractive demeanor are more captivating than physical beauty. A woman who knows how to carry herself can strongly attract men. Unique beauty. Not everyone is drawn to the same type of attractiveness. Some men like a bold and confident look, while others are attracted to gentleness and femininity. What should women do? If a man says he doesn't care about appearance, you don't have to take it at face value. Instead of worrying about meeting a specific beauty standard, focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Take care of yourself. You don't need to chase after perfection, but maintaining your physique, skincare, and dressing appropriately will boost your confidence. Emphasize confidence. A confident woman is always attractive. Men may be drawn to beauty, but it is your confidence and charisma that will keep them around. Don't let looks define your worth. While appearance is important, it is not everything. Cultivate your personality, intelligence, and communication skills to create an overall charm. The phrase, "I don't care about appearance, personality is what matters," may be true for some, but it is not an absolute truth. Men do care about appearance, but that doesn't mean they only love someone for their looks. A lasting relationship requires more than that, including understanding, compatibility, and how both partners make each other feel comfortable. The most important thing is to always be yourself, love yourself, and not let appearance become a burden in love. Someone who truly loves you will not only see your outer beauty but also appreciate who you are inside. If you're still watching the video, don't hesitate to comment continue. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comments, I'd love to hear your opinions. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so that Sophia has more motivation to create great and meaningful videos. Let's continue together. Truth 3. I've never loved anyone as deeply as I love you. The phrase, "I've never loved anyone as deeply as I love you," is one of the sweet words many men use at the beginning of a relationship. It creates a special feeling, making the listener believe that they are unique, the one he loves the most in his life. But is this an absolute truth, or is it just a way to create romantic emotions in the early stages of love? Why do men often say this? There are several reasons why men like to use this phrase, especially when they want to express strong emotions, to make their partner feel special. When in love, everyone wants to be the only one in their partner's heart. Men understand that by telling you that you are the one they love the most, you will feel happy and more secure in the relationship. To maintain emotional excitement in the early stages. In the early dating phase, emotions are often very intense. Both partners may feel like this is the most beautiful and special love. At that moment, men may genuinely believe this, even if they have loved deeply before. To erase comparisons with an ex. If you've ever asked about his past, this phrase may serve as a way to reassure you, preventing any feelings of worry or insecurity about his previous relationships. It acts as a confirmation that you are the most important person to him right now. To create a good impression and win affection. Some men use this phrase as a strategy to make their partner feel special and open up more easily. Is this really true? The truth is, people have the ability to love deeply multiple times in their lives. Before meeting you, he may have sincerely loved someone else. When he says, "I've never loved anyone as deeply as I love you," he might simply be immersed in the present emotions without objectively comparing past relationships. Love is not a competition to see who is loved the most. Each relationship has its own value and uniqueness. He may love you in a different way than he loved others before, but that doesn't mean his past loves were insignificant. How to know if he truly loves you deeply? Rather than relying solely on words, observe his actions. A man who truly loves deeply will show it through how he treats you every day. Does he make time for you and genuinely care about you? A man who loves sincerely will always try to spend time with you, listen to your stories, and care about the little details of your life. Is he patient with you? When deeply in love, a man will be willing to accept your flaws and not easily give up on the relationship over minor difficulties. Does he show love through actions rather than just words? Someone who truly loves you will not only say sweet words but also prove it through actions. He will express care, protect you, and be willing to build a future together. Does he include you in his long-term plans? If he truly loves you deeply, you won't just be part of his present but also his future plans. How to respond to this phrase? If he says, "I've never loved anyone as deeply as I love you," you don't need to doubt him immediately, but you also shouldn't put too much expectation on sweet words. Let time prove his feelings for you. Don't focus too much on his past. Instead of comparing yourself to his exes, focus on how he treats you in the present. Love isn't about who is loved the most, it's about how both partners build a strong relationship together. Appreciate what you both have now. Whether or not he truly loves you more than anyone before, what matters is the love you share in the present. Cherish your moments together and build meaningful memories. Observe actions rather than just listening to words. Don't let sweet words cloud reality. A long-term relationship requires sincerity, patience, and real actions, not just romantic phrases. The phrase, "I've never loved anyone as deeply as I love you," may come from his genuine emotions at that moment, but that doesn't mean it will always be true over time. What matters isn't who is loved the most, it's how both partners treat each other in the present relationship. Love with awareness, let sweet words be part of love, but don't let them define everything. True love is not just expressed through words but through actions and companionship throughout the journey ahead. Truth 4. I don't care about your past. In love, you may have heard this phrase from a man more than once, "I don't care about your past, only our present and future matter." It's a statement that makes many women feel relieved, as if everything that happened before no longer matters. But is that really true? Can a man completely ignore the past of the woman he loves, or is this just a reassurance in the early stage of a relationship? Why do men often say this? There are many reasons why men claim they don't care about your past, to show maturity and tolerance. A man who wants to make a good impression will often appear forgiving, open-minded, and indifferent to past events. He wants you to feel safe and trust his feelings. To avoid putting pressure on you. Men understand that the past is a sensitive topic, especially for women. Saying they don't care helps you feel more comfortable, without being haunted by past mistakes or relationships. To maintain romantic chemistry in the early stage. When love is new, both partners focus on the beautiful moments of the present. They avoid discussing the past out of fear that it might affect the emotions in the relationship. Because they haven't thought about the long-term future yet. At the beginning, a man may not care about your past because he hasn't considered a long-term commitment. However, as the relationship progresses, some may start to reflect on what has happened before. Is this really true? The reality is that men may say they don't care about your past, but that doesn't mean they are completely indifferent. Humans are naturally curious, especially about those they love. When the relationship becomes serious, they may begin to wonder, who have you loved before? What emotional wounds have you experienced? Do past mistakes affect the present? Not everyone thinks the same way. Some men are truly understanding and accept that everyone has a past, only caring about your present. However, others, even if they don't say it outright, may still think about and dwell on past events. What do men actually care about in your past? Not every detail of your past matters to men. However, some things might make them think, your past relationships. Even if they don't say it, men are often curious about the people you have loved before. They may wonder, who was he? What did that relationship mean to you? Have you truly moved on, or are you still emotionally attached? The emotional wounds you've experienced. If you've been deeply hurt in the past, a man may be concerned about whether those experiences still affect your current relationship. He wants to know if you have truly healed or if you are still haunted by them. The mistakes you've made. Everyone makes mistakes, but sometimes men worry about whether those past choices will impact your future together. They may wonder if you have truly changed and grown from them. Your attitude towards your past. One of the most important things men notice is how you view your own past. If you are constantly dwelling on regrets, sadness, or unresolved feelings, it can make them feel uneasy. How to deal with the past in a relationship? Regardless of your past, the most important thing is how you and your partner acknowledge and handle it together. Be honest, but don't overshare. If he asks about your past, you don't need to disclose every single detail. Be truthful, but also keep certain things private if they don't add value to your current relationship. Focus on the present and future. No matter what your past was like, what truly matters is how you live in the present. Show him that you've grown, learned valuable lessons, and are striving for a better future. Don't let the past affect the present. If you constantly bring up your ex or show that you're still emotionally attached to past events, it may make your partner feel insecure. Make sure that your past is just a part of your life, not something that controls you. Make him feel like he is the most important person now. Men need to feel respected and significant in your life. Show him that regardless of your past, he is the one you love and cherish the most in the present. The phrase "I don't care about your past" may come from sincerity, but it can also be just a way to reassure you. What truly matters is how both of you maturely and understandingly acknowledge the past. Remember, everyone has imperfections in their life. What's important is not what you've been through, but how you've learned from it and built a better future. If a man truly loves you, he won't let your past define you, he will cherish the person you are today. Truth 5. I am financially stable. In the early stages of a relationship, men often want to present themselves as someone who can provide for the future. One of the common phrases they use to make a good impression is, "I am financially stable." This statement can create a sense of security for their partner, making you believe that he is reliable and can be a strong support. But is that always the truth? Are men truly as financially stable as they claim, or is this just a way to impress in the early stages of dating? Why do men often say this? To make a strong impression on women. Men understand that financial stability is one of the key factors that make them more attractive. When a man declares he is very stable, he wants you to see him as capable, well-prepared, and able to provide a good life for both of you. To avoid insecurity about their finances. Not every man is truly financially stable, but they may say so to hide their insecurities. Society often places pressure on men to earn money and build a career, so claiming to be stable might just be a way to maintain their pride. To prevent you from worrying. If a man genuinely likes you but isn't financially strong yet, he might say this to reassure you and avoid sensitive questions about money. To show independence. Men often want to affirm that they can take care of themselves without needing help from anyone, including you. Saying they are financially stable can be a way to showcase strength and independence. Is this really true? In reality, not everyone is as financially stable as they claim. They might have a good job but still have unpaid debts. They might earn a lot but spend recklessly. Or they might simply lack a clear financial plan for the future. Financial stability is not just about having a good income but also includes several factors such as a steady income that grows over time, minimal or well-managed debt, an emergency fund for unexpected situations, reasonable spending habits without living beyond their means, a long-term financial plan. Many men, especially younger ones, may not have reached the level of being very stable but still say so to make a good impression. How to know if he is truly financially stable? You don't need to ask directly about his salary, but there are some signs that can help you determine if he is financially secure. How he spends money. A financially stable person not only earns well but also knows how to manage expenses. If he frequently splurges on unnecessary luxuries, it might be a sign of poor financial management. Does he have debts? If he has significant debts but still claims to be stable, you should be cautious. Debt isn't always bad, but if he has no clear plan for repayment, it could affect your future together. Does he have a financial plan? A truly financially stable person will have a long-term plan, such as saving, investing, or preparing for major life goals. If he simply earns and spends without a clear plan, that could be a red flag. Is he open about finances? If he is truly stable, he won't shy away from discussing finances comfortably. On the other hand, if he avoids the topic or gives vague answers, something might not be as he claims. How to handle financial issues in a relationship? If you realize that he isn't as financially stable as he claims, what matters most is how both of you address the issue together. Don't place too much emphasis on money. Money is important, but it's not everything. If he is ambitious and has a clear financial plan, you can build a better future together. Avoid financial dependency too soon. Whether he is financially stable or not, you shouldn't rely on him too early in the relationship. A lasting relationship should be built on genuine emotions rather than financial dependence. Be open but tactful when discussing finances. When the relationship becomes serious, you should have honest but considerate discussions about finances. Don't make it an interrogation, view it as a way to understand each other better. Observe rather than just listen. Don't let fancy words blind you. Pay attention to how he lives, spends, saves, and plans for the future to determine if he is truly financially stable. The phrase, "I am financially stable," may be true or just a way to create a sense of security in the early stages of a relationship. What matters is that you don't rely solely on words but also observe actions to understand his actual financial standing. A happy relationship isn't just based on money, it thrives on understanding and the ability to build a future together. If he isn't financially stable yet but has ambition and a clear plan, that is far more valuable than empty promises. Truth 6. I'm not into partying. In the early stages of dating, many men often assure you that they are serious individuals who do not enjoy partying, drinking, or staying out all night. They want you to believe that they are mature men who are not interested in fleeting pleasures. The phrase, "I'm not into partying," sounds very convincing, especially if you're looking for a serious relationship. But is it really true? Do men genuinely dislike partying, or is it just a statement to make you feel more secure? Why do men often say this? To build an image of maturity and reliability. Most women desire a stable man who doesn't engage in meaningless partying. Knowing this, men often claim that they are not into partying to create a good impression. Fear of being judged as unserious. Some men may actually enjoy partying, but when entering a new relationship, they fear that admitting it will make them seem unreliable or uninterested in long-term commitment. To make you feel at ease. Some women are naturally cautious about men who frequently go out and party. This statement might be a way for men to reassure you and help you feel more secure in the relationship. Uncertainty about their feelings. Some men still want to enjoy their freedom, but when they meet someone they are interested in, they might temporarily hide their love for partying to have a chance to move forward with you. Is this really true? The statement, "I'm not into partying," isn't always entirely true. Some men genuinely have no interest in late-night fun, but others may still enjoy hanging out with friends, going to bars, drinking, or gaming all night. Men might not be outright lying, but they may tone down the truth to put your mind at ease. For example, he may not party excessively but still regularly drinks with friends. He may have once loved partying but is now trying to change for a more serious relationship. He may not party when he's with you but still joins in when you're not around. Signs that he truly doesn't like partying. If you want to know whether he is genuinely not into partying, observe the following. Does he have a stable daily routine? A man who doesn't enjoy partying usually has a consistent routine, doesn't stay up late often, and doesn't lose control because of social events. Does he frequently hang out with friends? Socializing with friends is normal, but if he often goes to bars, drinks excessively, or engages in frequent partying, he might not be as he claims. Is he transparent about his schedule? A man who truly doesn't like partying won't hesitate to share his plans. On the other hand, if he frequently says vague things like "I'm busy with something" or "I'm meeting a friend," he might be hiding certain habits. His attitude towards partying. If he genuinely doesn't enjoy partying, he won't show much enthusiasm when discussing drinking, clubbing, or staying out all night. However, if he still seems excited when talking about these activities, he might still enjoy them. What are his close friends like? Look at his close circle of friends. If his friends frequently party, go to bars, or enjoy nightlife, chances are he shares similar interests, even if he doesn't openly admit it. How to deal with this truth? If you discover that he is not as well behaved as he claimed, the important thing is to determine what you truly want in a relationship. Decide what you can tolerate. If he only occasionally hangs out with friends, it might not be a big issue. But if he parties excessively and it affects the relationship, you need to consider whether you can accept it. Communicate openly without criticizing. If you feel uncomfortable, talk to him honestly. Avoid blaming or forcing him to change immediately. Instead, listen to his perspective and find a suitable solution together. Observe actions rather than just words. Men can say all the right things, but what matters is how they act. Pay attention to his lifestyle habits rather than relying solely on promises. Don't try to change someone who doesn't want to change. If he truly enjoys the party lifestyle, you cannot force him to completely give it up. Consider whether you can accept his true self. The phrase "I'm not into partying" might be true, or it could just be a way to reassure you. What's important is that you observe his actions, attitude, and lifestyle habits to understand his true nature. Love isn't just about promises, it's about honesty and mutual acceptance. If you and he have different perspectives on life, consider whether you can find a balance. A lasting relationship always requires understanding and respect for each other. Truth 7. I don't like other girls, I only like someone like you. The phrase "I don't like other girls, I only like someone like you" can make any woman feel special and cherished. When a man says this, he seems to be affirming that you are the only one in his eyes, that no one else can compare or replace you. But is this really true? Do men genuinely only like one type of woman, or is this just something they say to make you happy? Why do men often say this? To make you feel special. At the beginning of a relationship, men often want you to feel like you are the only one they are interested in. By stating that they only like someone like you, they help boost your confidence and sense of security in the relationship. To create a stronger emotional connection. When a man says he doesn't notice anyone else but you, he is building a deeper bond. This makes you feel important and uniquely valued in his heart. To avoid misunderstandings or jealousy. If a man admits that he can be attracted to different types of women, it might make you feel insecure. So, he chooses to say that you are the only one to prevent you from feeling worried or doubtful. Simply to make you happy. Sometimes, men don't think too much about what they say. They just want to make you happy and feel appreciated, even if their words aren't entirely accurate. Is this really true? In reality, very few people are only attracted to one specific type. Men, like women, can be drawn to different types of people, depending on circumstances, emotions, and life experiences. Natural instinct. Psychologically, humans are naturally inclined to be attracted to various individuals, not just limited to one type. Preferences can change over time. As men mature, they may realize that their type is not fixed but evolves based on experiences and environment. Attraction doesn't mean love. A man might find someone attractive, but that doesn't mean he will betray you or change his feelings for you. So, when a man says he only likes someone like you, it may be true at that moment, but it doesn't mean he will never find anyone else attractive. Signs that he is truly serious about you. Instead of just believing his words, observe his actions. A man who genuinely sees you as the most important person in his life will show the following signs. He doesn't compare you to others. If he truly only cares about you, he won't compare you to other women or make you feel like you need to change to fit his type. He respects and prioritizes you. A serious man will always make time for you rather than getting distracted by other women. He doesn't seek attention from other women. If he genuinely only cares about you, he won't have the habit of flirting or paying too much attention to other women, whether on social media or in real life. He is transparent about his relationships. A faithful man won't hide anything from you. He is willing to introduce you to his friends and family and doesn't engage in suspicious behavior. He shows it through actions, not just words. If he truly sees you as the only one, he will prove it through his actions, not just sweet words. How to deal with this truth? Don't expect to be the only one. Instead of believing that you are the only woman he could ever be attracted to, understand that what matters more is whether he chooses you. A long-term relationship isn't just about initial attraction but about commitment and mutual respect. Accept that anyone can be attracted to others. If he occasionally notices someone attractive, it doesn't mean he doesn't love you. What's important is how he controls himself and remains faithful to the relationship. Build trust instead of suspicion. Instead of worrying about whether he truly only likes you, focus on how you both build trust and connection in your relationship. Observe actions instead of just listening to words. If he consistently shows through actions that you are the most important person in his life, that is what truly matters. The phrase, "I don't like other girls, I only like someone like you," may be a sincere statement at the moment, but it doesn't mean men will never be attracted to anyone else. What's more important is how he treats you, how he expresses his feelings, and his commitment to the relationship. True love doesn't come from liking only one type of person, it comes from choosing to be with each other despite external temptations. Instead of just listening to sweet words, observe how he loves and cherishes you. In the end, actions always matter more than words. Conclusion. At the beginning of a relationship, men often use sweet words to make a good impression and make their partner feel special. Phrases like "I don't text anyone else but you," "I don't care about looks, personality is what matters," or "I don't like partying" may sound sincere, but in reality, they may just be said to reassure or please their partner. This doesn't mean men intentionally lie or have bad intentions. Sometimes, they simply want to build trust and make you feel secure in the early stages of love. However, words can easily change, actions are what truly reveal a person's character. Instead of just believing promises, observe how he treats you. A man who truly loves you won't need to say too much, he will show his love through concrete actions. He will respect you, be honest with you, and commit to building a lasting relationship. True love doesn't come from flowery words but from sincerity, understanding, and effort from both partners. So, cherish what truly matters and build a relationship based on trust rather than fleeting promises. Thank you for watching this video until the end. I hope today's insights on love provide you with new perspectives and valuable lessons. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your loved ones. I truly appreciate your support, and I hope each video brings you closer to a happy and lasting love. See you in the next video. Wishing you a wonderful and inspiring day.